People were interested in purchasing.
Offer says that's when a black pickup drove up and suddenly stopped. 3 guys jumped out, 2 of whom had weapons. At some point, a gunfight happened and Arroyos went down. 3 guys took off, and Arroyos died a short time later at a hospital. Steve Gregory, Kfi News. This report brought to you by Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber. Health officials in L.A. County are urging people to postpone non-essential gatherings and avoid activities with people who are unmasked or unvaccinated. L.A. County Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer says the recommendation is voluntary and officials have not imposed any new restrictions. The guidance comes as hospitals are strained by the surge in the number of people being treated for COVID-19.
It's a hard time.
A staggering amount of COVID cases, more than 1 million each day.
Over the past several weeks, we have seen the number of daily cases increase substantially. The magnitude of this increase is largely related to the Omicron variant.
Dr. Rochelle Walensky says the Omicron variant accounts for about 98% of the current COVID cases in the country. He says the number of people in a hospital with COVID has gone up 33% in the last week, and daily deaths are up 40% in that same time period. L.A. Mayor Garcetti is a step closer to becoming the U.S. ambassador to India. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee has confirmed his nomination. The decision is now in the hands of the full Senate. If he gets the job, the city council could name an acting mayor to take over until a new one is elected. The LAPD says it will review how it trains its officers and the use of force. Chief Michael Moore told the Civilian Police Commission yesterday that his department is taking a deep dive to find out if officers are getting the message that a reverence of life is expected of them. LAPD officers opened fire 37 times last year and killed 18 people. That's 10 more shootings than in 2020. President Biden has made a passage of voting rights a top priority again. Speaking in Atlanta yesterday, he urged the Senate to change the filibuster rule that's been stalling.
Filibuster is not used by Republicans to bring the Senate together, but to pull it further apart.
Biden told a crowd in Atlanta that he's tired of being quiet on the issue. He wants lawmakers to pass the John Lewis Voting Advancement Act and the Freedom to Vote Act. The John Lewis Voting Advancement Act is focused on preventing voting policies that discriminate against minority voters. And the Freedom to Vote Act includes national rules for federal elections and protections for mail-in ballots and same-day registration. A judge has refused to throw out a lawsuit against Britain's Prince Andrew from an American woman who claims he sexually abused her when she was 17. The prince's lawyers had argued Virginia Giuffre's lawsuit had been disqualified by a deal she reached in 2009 with lawyers for Jeffrey Epstein. And students in Ontario will get to see if they want their careers to take off and land.
An 8-week course will be held on weekends at Ontario International Airport, where high school juniors and seniors can learn about different careers in aviation.
Not just pilots and airline attendants. We need, mechanics, we need dispatchers, we need, you name it. All of those positions are available, and frankly, we have a huge shortfall in folks that want to work in these kinds of careers.
Ontario Mayor Pro Tem Ellen Wapner says the program will be free for students in Ontario, but is open to students in other districts. Students can sign up for the program on Mount Sac College's website. The classes will start in April. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
And we got a stall on the 60 in Riverside.
As you're making your way westbound at Main Street, just coming out of the Riverside interchange where the 6091 and 215 split, it's a stalled big rig that has middle lanes blocked, and that's why you're seeing an especially heavy drive on the northbound side of the 215, coming away from about Box Springs, and also seeing some delays for you heading southbound on the 215 from Columbia back toward the 91. Got an update on this problem or anything else slowing you down? Pound 250 on the cell phone keyword is KFI traffic. As you make your way to Buena Park, northbound side of the 5, leaving Beach Boulevard, still going into Lombrado to make way toward Valley. U605 south on to Pico Rivera from before Washington Boulevard. It'll be still going for you to make way toward Firestone. And the northbound side of the 605, seeing delays for you off the 105 back to the 5. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
When was the last time you had your house checked for termites? Yeah, exactly. One call to Pacific Coast Termite will get you a free home inspection. And even if you don't think you have termites, it's worth the phone call to make sure that you do have termites. Easy to treat. They do it without tenting. You can even be home when they do their job, and listen me tell you, I've tented before, it's a nightmare. Or they'll tell you you don't have termites, which is great news. Mention KFI, get 10% off termite treatments, a 2-year guarantee on their work, and I have been a customer of Pacific Coast Termite for probably 10 years or more. Call 800-PACIFIC, 800-PACIFIC, visit PacificCoastTermite.com. That's PacificCoastTermite.com.
Pacific Coast Termite, Jill's Termite.
The clean, friendly way.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Kfi Financial Report, the Dow's up 90, S&P 500 up 18, NASDAQ is up 83. Average price for a gallon of regular gas in California is $4.65. Southbound weather from KFI, mostly cloudy with calm wind and a high surf advisory until 9 tonight. Mid-70s at the beaches, Metro LA and OC. High 70s in the valleys and Inland Empire. No big changes tonight. Gets down to the mid-50s. Low 70s tomorrow and Friday. Right now it's 60 in Yorba Linda, 58 in Carson, 58 in Irvine, and 57 in Huntington Beach. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Mark Ron.
You owe me for one jelly donut. What's your name, fat buddy?
Gary Hoffman.
What's your name, scumbag?
Shannon Farron.
Sound off like you got a pair.
Kiss me goodbye and write me while I'm gone.
I'm asking questions here, Private. You understand?
Goodbye, my sweetheart, melody of night.
Gary.
From now on, you're Gomer Pyle.
Shannon.
I'll be watching you.
Gary and Shannon.
You know that, don't you? You don't scare me.
You keep saying
KFI Am 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's the Gary and Shannon Show. But Mo and Layla are back on this Wednesday. Some of the big stories that we are following over the course of the day, so keep it right here between us and the KFI newsroom. You'll be covered every step of the way. The Biden administration is sending more COVID tests to schools. We'll be talking about that shortly. The Senate panel has approved the nomination for our mayor, LA Mayor Eric Garcetti, to serve as ambassador to India.
Also, police in LA have made an arrest in connection with that deadly shooting of the employee at the Taco Bell in South LA. Remember that story?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they announced the arrest during last night's vigil for 41-year-old Alejandro Garcia Galicia, and they arrested a man, and he's being held on $2 million bail. Also, LA County's public health director is telling folks, listen, if you can, avoid non-essential activities in the coming weeks, as we get these numbers in from the surge in Omicron cases.
Define non-essential.
I don't know. So for us, I feel like everything I've done in the last, oh my goodness, I'm about to say this, in the last 2 years.
Yeah, the math works out.
I'm going to go cry in the corner behind you real quick. But I feel like most things that I've done in the last 2 years have been essential. I've had some non-essential activity. I gathered with family and friends for my sister's big birthday back in December. I during the pandemic early on, I went to Cabo for a week. And I did little things that made me happy, safely, as safe as I could be. But lately, I've done essential things, like come to work, go to the grocery store. I go to the CVS to socialize.
Oh, I went to Vons. That was my hangout. I was Club Farm. Hey!
When the pandemic first hit, and I know everyone by name now, but I go to the CVS, when it first happened, I would just go there to say hi to people and have human interaction. But now I just stop by and I'll just go get one thing. Oh, paper towels, or I need this today or that, and I just want to go say hi.
That was my
Sad.
thing. It was a way of getting out of the house during the height of the pandemic, and also having that, not even human contact, because you couldn't call it that, but that human interaction where it's like, okay, I'm a gregarious person. I like being around people. I don't even have to know you. I like to people watch. I like to see people congregating and communicating.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it was Vons and Gardena. That was my hangout.
And me, Culver City, a CVS. But here's the other thing. I also go for the receipt,
Oh, really?
just to see how long it's going to be that day. Have you ever seen a CVS receipt? First of all, shame on CVS. Because now I can put everything on the app or on the phone. I don't need actual, coupons. And
It's a ticker tape parade up there.
it just keeps going. And if you're a regular, member, if you come all the time, you get, $5 off this and more off that, the receipt keeps going and going. It never ends.
Are they like
So it's like
coupons and stuff?
It's a little bit of everything. Just random announcements, coupons, but whatever's on there, it's usually also on your phone. You can have it where you have the app where you go to the website and you can make sure that stuff comes to your email address. So really you don't need both. I don't know why they kill trees like that. Biggest tree killers amongst pharmacies.
But still, that goes back to what is non-essential. I mean, everything that I've done, I've actually foregone a lot of things which I knew were essential, trying to do my part as far as minimizing gatherings. Yeah, but I've minimized travel. I've minimized the type of events that I've gone to. In other words, there are plenty of sports events that I would have liked to have gone to, but did not, depending on the time of the year, especially last year, before they shut down all the in-person events. There are a lot of parties that I would have liked to have gone to. I mean, when you say non-essential, I know what they mean in general, but for everyone it is so particular in nature.
Yeah.
And a lot of things I think are essential just for emotional health. Not even the physical health, just the emotional health. And that actually goes back to why people were so adamant about attending church in person. Now, intellectually, I understand why they were saying, hey, no mass gathering, but also religiously and spiritually, I understand what it means to fellowship together.
Yeah, so we just really needed that connection. The same thing about how some folks are speaking in the back doors of their nail salons to get their nails done. Shout out to the wax lady. Some things can't go 2 years.
Right.
Not trying to TMI on this show.
Right.
But some things can go, right, Morgan? Some things,
Right.
Yeah, some things can go 2 years.
Yes.
You can't take a raise
I would have fought the health inspector over that.
Yeah, there had to be house calls and stuff.
There had to be stuff there's some things you had to sneak into. I'm not telling people listening they should do that when there's a health order. I'm saying, shout out to my wax lady, and I didn't say her name on the low. We made this work. Just for my mental health. Because I would have,
That's the only
that
reason?
would have been, it's just me.
Well, I get it. I do get it.
Yeah, it was just for me. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to be just for you.
I understand, but it was just, you understand, but this is an inappropriate conversation, and thankfully no one's listening. But you understand what I'm saying, Morgan. That was just for my mental health.
Absolutely. And you have to keep some kind of normalcy.
And I was going to the beach alone to read a book. When they first shut down the beaches, oh my goodness, I lost my mind.
Sam and I understand. When we landscape, yes.
I should have been talking about my legs.
Yeah, I don't think I'll understand it.
You don't know what I was talking about.
You could have been talking about a lot of things. So I'm saying manscaping is not just look. Okay, some guys like to have, not so hairy chest.
Yeah, all of it. Anyway, so, point taken. What are we talking about? This is actually on topic with our first story. Okay,
yes,
go
it is.
ahead. Sorry, let's move on.
No, the Biden administration, as I said, there's some of our opening headlines, is going to be sending more COVID tests to schools to keep them open. As we talk about the normality of life, day-to-day life, the White House announced today that a dedicated stream of 5 million rapid tests and 5 million lab-based PCR tests will be made available to schools starting this month to ease supply shortages and promote the safe reopening of schools. That doesn't help in the short term, given what we're dealing with right now on a day-to-day basis, but it may provide some relief going into February.
Individual schools and counties have been doing their part as well in terms of getting, tests into schools and making it easier, as we talked about yesterday here in California, making it easier to go and get reimbursement for a test that you can buy at home test kit in order to make sure your child is safe before returning to school. So just another announcement in a series of announcements on how we can safely test and try to return to some sense of normalcy, especially when it comes to keeping the kids in school. I don't think anyone wants to go back to what we were doing almost 2 years ago when the kids had to stay home.
It's interesting that you say that because before we go to break, the Education Secretary, Miguel Cardona, said students need to be in the classroom, and the announcement shows the administration's commitment to helping schools stay open. In other words, the Biden administration is trying to make it very clear the goal is we're keeping the schools open. If you try to take the politics out of it, I think we're unanimous in that regard, where we want to keep the schools open. But there's some hurdles and obstacles in which to do that.
Another part of that, the Department of Health and Human Services and FEMA are setting up first testing sites in communities with high transmission. That's another part of the announcement. So I guess they want to get it out based on the numbers they're seeing, and then put those testing sites in those communities.
And hopefully we've tested. Hopefully we're hitting the peak of Omicron and we'll be on the downside for the coming weeks. We shall see. Mr. Gary and Shannon Show, Leila Muhammad on Show, Kfi Am 640 Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, Mark Ron and Knowledge News. Health officials in LA County are urging people to postpone non-essential gatherings and avoid activities with people who are unmasked and vaccinated as hospitals struggle with the COVID-19 surge. The LAPD says it will review how it trains its officers in the use of force. And the head of the CDC says the U.S. is experiencing what she calls a staggering amount of COVID cases, over 1 million each day. We'll get some trouble on the 5 when we come back.
Look, another pipe leak.
I thought Mr. Fix-A-Leak fixed that.
I thought you did too.
Well, it's just a drop.
It's a trickle.
I can patch a trickle.
Oh, yeah. Can you pass a slab leak, Mr. Fix-A-Leak?
Oh, a slab leak?
You see that water coming up?
Yeah, oh, it's seeping out.
Don't flush it.
So what do you want to do?
Call Repipe Specialist, like our neighbors did.
Okay.
Repipe Specialist can repipe our whole house and guarantee no leaks for life.
For life?
And new pipes can improve our low water pressure. Plus about half the price of a plumber, and they can do it in 1 minute a day.
Mr. Fix-A-Leak can't do that.
Apparently, you can't fix leaks either.
Tired of leaks or low water pressure? Call Repipe Specialist. And in 1 to 2 days, they can repipe your whole house with new pipe tubes and guarantee no leaks for life. Call 213-429-9393 for a free estimate and pay nothing down and no payments or interest for a year. That's 213-429-9393. Call today. 213-429-9393 or visit repipe.com. Mostly cloudy with calm weather, high surf advisory until 9 tonight. Mid to high 70s at the beaches and inland. This report brought to you by LADWP. Now let's go to a crash on the 5 in Kodiak.
On the southbound side, or right around the brake check area on the southbound side of the 5, it's going to be the right lane still taken away. Been with us all morning long. Jeff our big rig fuel leak, and that has the right lane taken away. Now you're seeing about a mile backup on this, and it's expected to run until about 2:30 this afternoon. So definitely, if you're heading south on that 5, we're getting kind of the latest. The Ritos 91 east before Norwalk Boulevard. Got a car fire that the 2 right lane shuts down, adding to already busy drive for you. Leaving the 605, an ongoing problem for your drive in Riverside, westbound side of the 60 and Main Street past the 215-91 split. It is a stalled big rig blocking middle lanes, and that's why you're seeing a heavy drive. Oh, no, good news. It just got cleared to the right shoulder, but still heavy for you heading northbound on the 215, leaving Box Springs onto the 60 westbound. KFI and the Sky helps get to there faster. I'm Nick Poliochi.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you're a valued customer, you deserve a simple gesture of appreciation from your credit card company. And that's why Discover matches all of the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply. IQ Air wants to give you the cleanest air possible, and the affordable Autumn Series does just that.
The Autumn Desk is a revolutionary air purifier that transforms your workspace into personal clean air zones.
Unlike other air filtration systems that may take hours to purify the air, the Autumn Desk begins working immediately.
Put it right next to you while you work and create your own personal bubble of ultra-pure air.
This game-changing technology has been proven to remove 99% of all airborne pollutants.
Visit IQAir.com/US to learn more. Give them a call, 800-500-4AIR, 800-500-4247.
At Ralph's, fresh groceries are our thing. So we check your delivery order for freshness at every step from farm to store. And pick and pack every veggie in your free pickup order with care. Because we treat your food the way we want ours to be treated. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Ralph's, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
Now's the time to stock up and save during the Ralph's Big Pack sale. You'll get big deals on big packs of hundreds of items throughout the store. Ralph's, fresh from everyone.
My name is Susan Owen at Owen Patterson Owen. Sometimes people that call our office don't realize that they have a right to comment. An injury that they may have. You get hurt or injured in any type of accident. 888-OPIO-WIN. OPIO
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Your historic low rates may be a great reason to refinance, but when matched with an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot, you could be saving money and paying more towards the bottom line. Call a Loan Depot loan officer and ask about our 27-year Smart Term loan or our 10-year ARM loan. Get a great rate matched with a great loan by calling 866-888-LOAN or visit LoanDepot.com. At Loan Depot, home means everything. Subject to change. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
Why does Walgreens offer copays as low as $0 and 90-day refills? Because we care about Medicare. We don't have to. I really care to hear me go on about prescription delivery options. There's a for the 24/7 and one-click refills? Sure, I just did it. So we have your prescriptions at
Are you still open clogged drains for just $80? You bet I am. And if the house on the ground...
Powers. Powers. Let's see. Acura Rdx. For your business, don't know how it's
Step into the 2011 Acura Rdx. The 2011 Rdx delivers luxury and performance with a turbocharged engine and the available super handling all-wheel drive that enhances cornering and maneuverability.
It features a front-wheel drive platform, an automatic transmission, and a 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine. Every detail has been rendered with intense precision. A rear spoiler is included, providing athletic, sporty flair.
The interior of this vehicle is nothing short of spectacular, treating occupant comfort with paramount concern. You'll notice that the headroom and legroom make even the longest drives enjoyable. Acura prioritized fit and finish as evidenced by power front seats, rear view camera, xenon high-intensity discharge headlights, Bluetooth enabled, and leather upholstery. The Rdx key remote automatically activates your personalized seating and mirror settings when you open the driver's door.
Audio features include a CD player with MP3 capability and 13 speakers, ensuring optimal sound no matter where you're seated. Acura ensures the safety and security of its passengers with equipment such as anti-whiplash front head restraints, a security system, and four-wheel disc brakes with ABS. The Acura parking system with rear-view camera makes parking easier.
The 2011 Acura Rdx. Your friends are going to be jealous.
There's now again. Acura source to say yes, yeah. Acura source to say Robert. Okay. Acura source to say yes, yes. This is the way we can never Harry, Jeff, he's a Robert. Sorry, 7, sorry, 4. Sorry, 4, sorry, 4. Sorry, 6, sorry, 5. Sorry, 6, sorry, 5. Thank you, Brian. Let me say. Acura shorts. Just that first. Just that first. Jeff, Cameron Rose. Jeff, he's a